My earlier little bit of video wasn't very good because I made it look too smooth. Get a little rusty when you don't do it for a while. What you want to do is just dab it in. And where I was screwing up is I was showing the motion of sliding back and forth. That's not what you want to do. You want to leave it rough. Yeah, this is time consuming. It's for certain. But you want to leave it rough. You want to get shoved in the crack though. Oh, got a little too much on there. There we go. And this is when we take our sponge, and you just dab in it and pulling straight away. You want to leave this finish rough because then it helps you blend in better when you use a popcorn patch. And don't worry, as this stuff dries, some of those very steep peaks will actually suck back up. It'll cause it to blend in quite nicely. And sometimes you won't even need the popcorn patch if you did this right. Essentially the motion I'm doing is, oh, look at that. Let's see. Gotta see where I'm at in this camera. Okay. Is after I dab it, pull away, push up, pull away. I'm not pushing very hard, just light. Enough to get everything shoved in there. And remember, you only want your sponge damp, not soaking wet, because you want to have a little bit of stickiness to it to pull away. This is the point where I screwed up and kind of just wiped it on there instead of doing my dab. And even after a texture sponge, it didn't really recover. So what I'm going to do is show how to repair this using the popcorn patch. You definitely want to stir this stuff just before you use it, because sometimes it likes to separate when sitting in the store. And again, damp your sponge. Make sure it's clean from any other contaminant. This is latex based, the stuff I'm using. Just want to grab it out of there nice and thick with your sponge. We're doing the same dabbing technique, except this time we kind of want to blend it out a lot wider. Where before we were just focusing a little area, we actually want to go out from where we are. You may have to dab this in there quite a few times, especially if it's a brand new sponge, until it gets some of the pores loaded up with the texture. And so it's good to check your perspective, you know, look at it from the left, look at it from the right, look at it straight on. Because just because you're staring straight on doesn't mean you might be able to see every little thing. Because it might actually look built up in that section. And that's what you don't want. We're trying to blend this in so it's an invisible repair. Section here. Alright, I'm happy with that. For the final step of this popcorn sealing crack repair, In case you were wondering how I'm preventing this crack from reappearing after the repair, they make a product, and it's by Goof, and it's just called Goodbye Cracks. And it just makes a rubber coating over the surface, which helps stop the crack from reappearing after you're finished. Thought I'd show you the 3 items used to blend in this crack on this popcorn ceiling. On your left is your texture sponge, middle is popcorn sealing patch, and on the right is all-purpose joint compound.